Our football reporter Alistair Magowan is here with us. Bring us up to date with the very latest, Alistair.
Well, yeah, Tuchel has gone after 20 months, as you say. Some might see that as a bit harsh, given it was only a couple of seasons ago that he won the Champions League with Chelsea. But people may have seen he's become quite irritable on the sidelines, and the results haven't been great at the start of this season. And the new owners who came in May have been assessing him over the last 100 days that they've been in charge, and they felt that he'd lost confidence of the dressing room and also lost confidence of the board.
What are some of the priorities immediately going to be for these new owners?
Well, it's kind of short-term and long-term, and I think there's a lot in their in trade at the minute. From a longer-term point of view, they've got to try and make Chelsea profitable. For the short term, half of the defence is leaving this summer. And then you've got Romelu Lukaku, a record signing, £98 million. He's on the bench. I think one of the key things will be a change in transfer policy and recruitment. Do you like to be that kind of manager where you're here for a number of years, and have you had discussions about that with him?
Yeah, I would like to, but, you know, I have to earn it.
In the last hour, as you said, Newcastle United have sacked Steve Bruce as manager. How soon do you think they're going to want to have someone in place, Al?
There's various names that have been linked with the club, but the couple of the candidates that seem to be emerging are Paulo Fonseca and also Eddie Howe, who used to be at Bournemouth.
85 million or 90 million, it's very much showing their intent for the summer. If they stay in the Premier League, then who knows where they could go to, but it's certainly showing that having the new Saudi owners who took over in October can really flex their muscles in the transfer market right away. With Newcastle, they're a club which is, you know, at 7th at the minute, but generally a mid-table club. If they get to the upper reaches of the Premier League, try and crack that top 6. Reach Europe, play in the Champions League, or even contend for the title, the spotlight on them from not only other clubs but around the world is only going to increase as well. So if you distort a song a little bit, I think there's going to be a lot of noise around the Saudi boys for a long time. Raising awareness of missing people is a source of great pride to the players here at their Rome training base. So what was your reaction when you sort of first heard that one of the kids featured in your video had been found?
Yeah, I think it was a really sort of powerful moment for me. Obviously, it's an amazing thing for the family, but I feel like not knowing where your child is, and I think is one of the most toughest things to have to deal with in life.
The reason that Shilton and families who've lost loved ones are here is because the government faces a potentially crucial decision about gambling laws this autumn.
It does need to change.
Chelsea are among Premier League teams to have taken a knee to protest about the treatment of black people, but the club has been accused of hypocrisy by 2 former youth team players who are seeking justice at the High Court for the racist abuse they suffered almost 30 years ago. Arsene Wenger has shown that longevity can bring success, but the chances of a manager lasting as long as the Frenchman appear slimmer by the season. Alistair Magowan, BBC News.